Another big thing for you to do while preparing to receive your future husband is ask God what it is you need to be doing. So a lot of people, a lot of us, and we many of us make what I believe is a mistake of we may pray and ask God for a partner, right? We may pray and ask God for all these different things, for this amazing relationship, whatever the case may be. But we're not asking God, what do we need to do to receive it? Because what I'm giving you is very general things, all right, that are going to apply to, if not everybody, the most of you. But God may have very specific things he needs you to do in order for you to now receive that husband. An example, I've used this before, I'll use it again, or a story, is one time many years ago, I was speaking in a city and a woman came to me and she was struggling. She was waiting for that future husband, but she had this male friend who she was in love with. And according to her, he was in love with her as well. They had mutual feelings, but he wasn't ready. And this was frustrating for her, and she didn't understand, why is God not letting this be, like, why is he not allowing this to move forward now? And I said to her, I said, well, what if there's something God wants you to do that you haven't done yet? And he's waiting for you to complete that task before we can proceed with this situation. And she was like, well, like what? I said, well, think about it. Is there anything God has told you to do that you haven't done? And she said, well, God's been telling me to write this book. I said, okay, so let me explain something to you. What if God knows if he allows this relationship to move forward right now, you will never write that book? You will become so consumed and distracted by this relationship, by this man, which is what happens to many people, if not most people, that you will take your eyes off the task, the assignment he has given you to complete. And instead, he is waiting for you to make sure it gets done, because there is a certain foundation that needs to be set before he can now bring the blessing upon you for you guys to flourish in that dynamic. All right. And that really resonated with her and it hit her. And for many of you, there could be various different things that God wants you to do. So I really want to encourage you to take time to ask that question. And don't, even if some of you are thinking right now, oh yeah, you know what, I have been thinking about writing a book. No, don't do that. don't jump to any conclusions. Do not assume. The key here is that you actually go in prayer and you ask God. You don't let your friends and family tell you what it is. Like, even though I told that woman after she revealed that to me, I still told her, okay, go pray to confirm. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't assume, because it might be something else. We're just assuming it's the book. It might be something else. It might be the book plus something. Who knows? So be sure to actually go in prayer and find out, and keep a very open mind to whatever it is that needs to be done. And also, let me say this before I move on to the next point. A lot of times the things that God wants us to do makes no sense at all. Right? It is not going to logically line up with what we're trying to accomplish. So I'm just giving an example. Like, God might be like, yo, before you do anything, I need you to go get this car washed because your car's been dirty for a long time. And if that's you, you know who you are. And you might be thinking, what in the world does me washing my car got to do with me finally getting a man? That don't make any sense. I'm tripping. And you just move forward, right? But for all you know, it was at the car wash that your future husband was going to be there. Or for all you know, it was after your car gets cleaned and it's looking all nice that you driving down the street and some guy stops you, say, oh, you got a nice car. Y'all start talking, exchange numbers, and before you know it, that's your future husband. Like, you just don't know. You don't know what the process is, what the details are, how it can lead to different things. You just got to listen and do it. And trust is going to get you where it needs to get you. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. If you want a relationship, if you still desire marriage in your life, then I want you to understand the key is not that for you to wait for a man, it's for you to prepare to receive him. All right? Because